Hey there everybody, welcome back to Zero Tolerance TV. ZT here for my second time recording this video, and now that I look at it, the problem was obvious. It's labeled as Zeus vs. Kingdom tiebreaker, but actually this is BoxeR versus Kingdom. Yeah, so also a matchup we've seen, I guess, but a different one, and this is gonna be on Paradox, so that's a spicy one. Have to see what goes here. I mean, I still think BoxeR is favored, but we've definitely seen how good Protoss is on this map, I think. Specifically, Protoss is very powerful here. Part of it, I think, is the double gas. Like, you can just get into carriers really easily if you want to, but you can also just go Reaver drop first, and just having such a huge gas income is really good. And if you're playing against Zerg, Corsairs are just insane against all their air units. You can go double Stargate for free. Really interesting. I don't want to call it a split there from BoxeR, but he microed that SCV off to a patch that was further away. I have to think that he's just got a mineral boost figured out there, something like that. For those who don't know, there are patches where you can. So if you look at a probe or an SCV deliver their minerals, they'll drop the minerals off and they'll sort of wait. But actually, one of those probes there wasn't doing it. Sometimes they'll kind of just bounce off right away. So I want to see. Yeah, I mean maybe. There are certain patches where that delay time is a lot lower. Yeah, actually you can see it with those two SCVs BoxeR had at the top left. So if you look at one of them, it kind of drops the minerals off and then just immediately runs back, where the other has this little moment where it stays there. I know there's some micro you can do for that as well, but I don't know how to do it, so don't ask. But I guess that is what BoxeR was doing. So mineral boosting figured out pretty freaking early on in StarCraft. I didn't realize that it was something that was discovered that early. So that is why BoxeR moved that SCV over there. It looked kind of clownish right when he did it, because the SCV sort of half went over the minerals and then he moved it, but that is why. So, Paradox. I didn't expect it, but one day I want to see a Terran go CC first on this map, make some SCVs, and then just float his CC over to that other expansion, and then drop some SCVs there with a dropship. Effectively, a CC first. There is a delay where you have to fly the ship over, but you can make the CC and then make some SCVs for that main base, and because there's so many mineral patches here, you're not oversaturating, and I don't know, man. I mean, it might be good. This is just an idea that I had. I would love to see someone try it. No idea if it's good or not, though. And I'm really not good enough to figure out if it is good. What's up, Korean fans? That sign, if you were wondering, said subscribe to Zero Tolerance TV for one cast a day. That I'm very fluent in Korean signs for StarCraft events that I'm casting. Just so you know. I'm not sure what that 4-1 means. Not so fluent in that. This is one of the problems with island bases, though. There's really not much to say early. Kind of just fill in time, you know? This is when you really wish you had somebody you were casting with. It's been a while since I did a two-man cast, but this is when you miss it. This is when you think, oh man, I wish there was somebody else here to just talk about movies or something with. But no, that is not how it is. Barracks is going to fly across there. Makes sense. Definitely might as well go scout with it. You're not building Marines on this map, that's for sure. Unless, well, I guess you could land the barracks on their continent and build Marines. That would be... You could do that. Unsurprisingly, BoxeR with a double starport opening. This is one of the maps that Valkyries are pretty popular on. Don't really see a lot of them this early in Brood War. There are a lot more in vogue now, largely because the bug with them has been fixed. But earlier on, there was a bug where, I don't know if it was a bug really, but if there were too many pixels on the screen, they just wouldn't shoot. And Valkyries that don't shoot are not very good. Nice crowd, although not as nice as an earlier day. I think they had a huge day. I'm a little confused. I thought we were playing out in an outdoor arena for this tournament, but I guess not. So the Barracks is flying in here for its scout, and it might just get pushed back immediately. Yeah, I do think it is running away, so pretty nice for Kingdom catching that Rax with his Dragoon as soon as it got there. I guess you kind of know where Terran is going to send the Barracks. Like, there's only a few different angles that make sense, so putting a goon at that location is not too much of a stretch. Third starport. Can you even produce off 3? Okay, no, I was going to say you can't. Can you even produce off 3 with one base? But we're not on one base. We're effectively on 2 base already, since there's double gas and a ton of mineral patches with these mains, so I would say you can definitely produce off that. So the observatory's done, and first observer's actually out, and it's a little bit dune here for Kingdom. Wondering if his plan is to go for some Dark Templar maybe, and drop them. Legs are not going to be super important here, and he has not started any upgrades I know of. Wow. Oh, that's actually painful. That first Wraith getting killed off like that. Definitely a pretty big mistake from BoxeR. Factory was out scouting as well. This is 3-port Wraith, and I assume that... Is Cloak done already? He's definitely going to get Cloak. There's no question there. And with the armory, he can also go into Valks if he wants. There is the Forge. Definitely going to want to build some cannons here against 3-port Wraith. If the Terran just flies in and attacks your probe line, it can feel pretty bad. Nice scan there, picks off the Observer. Okay, and now Cloak has started, so it's not done yet. What is going on over here? BoxeR's gonna drop bio units? Huh. I don't really like that. I'll be honest. That seems kind of bad. Now, I might catch Zeus with a low gateway unit count and like low on cannons, but well, that's just not what's happening. Yeah, so we're not going to see that. Okay, I wonder if this is going to be an Arbiter play. Some gateway is being built. It's tough to like actually ferry gateway units over to your opponent's base on this map. I guess with speed shuttles you can do it, but it's pretty vulnerable, especially when your opponent is in 3-port Wraith. Gotta watch out for that. It could be a lot safer to go for something like what did it say? Stargate units. Carriers, there we go. Carriers kind of surprisingly do okay against Wraiths. You kind of expect the Wraiths to win because their air is so good, but the thing about carriers is they hit really hard. Like, they just have so much DPS. So they can kind of kill Wraiths so damn fast, it's okay anyway. But, yeah, Shuttles, not so much. They definitely lose to Wraiths. If there's anything I know, it's that Shuttles get killed by Wraiths. Okay, so I think BoxeR made 3 Marines, no, I was gonna say he made 3 Marines and a medic over here. So his plan was 1 tank and that bio, but no. He's moving out with this dropship, though. I think the tank is in there. This is a map with some pretty nice tank locations. Like, behind your opponent's minerals is actually pretty difficult to deal with. Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see. A couple SCVs dropped off on the mainland, actually. I wonder if that's for just some turrets. My guess is that's what his plan is. Just to build some turrets here. Maybe even just like a full wall island maps, you tend to have a lot of extra minerals to build turrets with, and yeah, that is what BoxeR's doing. Kind of the advantage of Terran is you can just build buildings everywhere you want. I guess Terrans just have the best buildings. They fly. You don't have to worry about where they're placed, you know. I get they do burn though, so that's kind of a problem. You know, they don't heal themselves like Protoss and Zerg buildings, but this is actually a double robo play from Kingdom here. I think that's the second Archon he's morphed. Scouting eBay. I always think it's funny when Terrans scout with buildings. Like, obviously it's good, but it's just kind of a clowny thing to be doing. When you think about it, it's like, yeah, how are you going to go scout their base? I know, I'll just fly a fucking barracks over there. And a nice pickoff there from BoxeR. Killed that shuttle for free. I'm not sure if he's actually got any units. If it was just a shuttle, it's kind of, you know, it's good still, obviously, but it's not amazing. But if there were units in there, that is pretty amazing for him. BoxeR just flying around with these raids, looking for anything he can pick off. But not much, and some more cannons warping in. I guess those are actually just pretty far back, though. The shuttles have moved out, though. 3 shuttles flying over to BoxeR's main, and he does not know about them. So this is going to be a pretty strong drop. Maybe he has figured out that something's going on, but honestly, like, Wraiths do not fight well at all against this army. Archons destroy Wraiths. It's so one-sided. And this is looking pretty bad for BoxeR, honestly. This is a strong army here, and there is detection, so it's not like the Wraiths can fight the Archons well at all. 2 observers even. Some of those Wraiths getting taken out, and oh my god, this is looking horrible for BoxeR. These Archons are devastating his worker line. And there is just not much of a response here. Is BoxeR going to get eliminated from this tournament in the round of 8? Kind of looks like it. He's lost so many SCVs, and really, what's changed? These Wraiths just still cannot fight Archons, and they have killed so many SCVs. Look at this economic damage. It's devastating. Oh man, BoxeR not even mining right now. Guess this is the disadvantage of this base only having this sort of double main. Looks like the observer might have been taken out here, so the Wraiths are able to start killing these gateway units. But oh my god, he's gonna lose his command center, and now the observer is here. This Archon is doing a solid job of fighting back against the Wraiths. Now he is taken out, but another army has been dropped off here, and another Archon is with it, so this is going to be tough. Even a DT in here, a couple DTs actually. So the Archon is dead, but the DTs are already on the tanks, and there is no way BoxeR can save them. Both go down, and still both DTs are alive. These Dragoons are definitely enough in number to kill off the Wraiths, and BoxeR, yeah, he taps out. Rough one for him. That Archon drop did so much damage. Those poor SCVs just getting obliterated. Psionic energy all over the place, and very disappointed BoxeR. Kingdom. I'd say this is probably a good map for him, since he clearly doesn't like building Nexus, but yeah. Well played by him. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back for the next one.